For the benefit of the bots, not for sale. Hello and welcome to Bloke on the Range, and this is day 2 of Finnish Brutality 2025. Varstoleka and the sponsors have put on an epic match so far, and we're really looking forward to the next 5 stages, so let's see how we get on.
Alright, please excuse our camera lady. We've missed one rack from on the dueling tree, and here we can see a spectacular start to the second round. I'm getting some mysterious stoppages, and when it actually gets going, there's no issue. So here it's a scoop, drag round, and dump. The ground is very hard, very sort of a layer of snow on top with some gravel. I've got my studs on my boots, but they're not helping very much because we've got this sort of mobile layer on top of the hard surface, so you still have to take care of what you're doing. Now, there was a way of gaming the scooping by dumping the load and then shoving the shovel back into the snow pile, so that when you come back to it, you just have to pull it out and then shove it around the other side. However, that was, in my opinion, gaming it, and since there was a 60-second penalty for any gamer stuff, I didn't do it. Now, this is the kind of stage where you just lose count. It's 5 turns on the dueling tree, but you just keep on going until they tap you on the shoulder and say, "Oh, yeah, stop." So this one was just a reload, no issues there. And from then on, I believe it was all plain sailing. I never really have an issue with dueling.
I don't know what's going wrong. It's stroke is not going sometimes. So who knows? But I just made it. And just to make it even worse, the red dot was blinking now and again. I may change the battery.
Okay. To the starting position.
Okay, so it's my go now, and I'm not wearing studs in my boots.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Now I'm in open division, so I didn't need to wear all my gear, so the chest rig is off. Whee! Now it's the whole Browning, high power nonsense. So I'm already wishing for my Glock with red dot. Ooh.
Come on. Yes.
So that was a bit crappy.
Leave it, leave it.
It's quite heavy. I was definitely not gaming it. And then the missing starts with abandon. And the problem is here that I assume that with the Browning, if I'm missing, I'm mashing the trigger and going low left. However, what's happening here is I'm going over the top, but I can't see that. You can actually see it a lot better on camera than I could in real life. And the RO wasn't calling it. So I'm assuming I'm going low, so I'm holding higher. And then, yeah, I was not really feeling it. And you can see that my level of fitness is terrible, but it's been a pretty crazy 6 months up to that point. And we're getting my usual issue here of, particularly in gloves, my thumb of my left hand tends to hit the slide hold open lever. And yeah, this is just getting horrible.
Let's go.
Glad I've got lots of mags. They're all 15 rounders. I haven't gone with the OG 13 rounders. 15 is bad enough. These days I tend to make sure I got 4 mags, just in case something goes horribly wrong like that. And again. No, I'm going left. Come on.
Come on, bring it.
Ah, another empty mag. Stuffing them down my front.
Where the fuck are they going?
Oh, just missed it. So, part out, 1 penalty.
Go clear. Hammer down. Holster. Where are they going? Up and down everywhere.
I couldn't see them. Grey sights, grey target. Can't see the splash. Bugger. Urgh.
One plate was missed.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's 2 penalties now in total. Bugger.
Now this is a stage I really, really liked. I saw it happening during the RO match, and I was desperate to have a go. And not a problem with the skiing, obviously. It was very comfortable. There was, I don't know, maybe 30 kilos or so in the sled. So you had to get a bit of momentum up, but once you were going, it was no issue. And I found that the stock balanced nice and perfectly on my big chunky chest rig, so I actually had a very stable platform for shooting. So you had to take the mag out and then take a bonus shot on one of the targets, but if you didn't make it, you couldn't move on to the next stage. So if you missed, you had to reinsert the magazine, load a chamber around, take the magazine out and stow it, and take the shot again and repeat that until you got that shot. So you really need to respect that bonus shot, and this is what I did because I really did not want to fiddle about. Got rid of my sticks because I don't want them getting in the way. And in this one there were 3 targets. They're getting progressively smaller as well, but with the magnifier it wasn't an issue. That was the 1 shot I missed, I'm proud to say. The cheek riser on the stock is a bit pricey, but well worth it. It gives you a far more natural position for the head. Alright, try and get some speed up. Now it was very icy as well, so I couldn't go as fast as I would have wanted to, but it still wasn't bad. Alright, this is the last bay. I was having an issue, as in stage 2, with the folding trigger guard, for winter mode. It flipped up in the wrong direction, so it was blocking the trigger. And there we go. Awesome, if I may say so myself.
So clear, please. Time 1:39.77.
139.77.
Correct. 3 bonus.
3 bonus.
Now that the shooting was over, I could have a little bit of a play. That was going to be the wrong direction. Maybe take the longer way around. You have to get the sled going, and then once that's done, you are off. So you can see with all the people who've had a go, we've done dug some grooves into the snow.
Ah, that was great. I enjoyed that. Go on, keep up. Ready? Yeah. Stand by.
So, I am not as comfortable on skis as our chappie there. I've never pulled anything like that. And to be honest, I've never really done flat skiing anyway. Give me a hill, let gravity do the work. So, SA80 sling being good. Poles in the ground. So I've got my first mag in the middle, and I'm using the middle, which is now empty, as a dump pouch. And I've forgotten something. So I lost one low. So what I forgot to do was set my sights to 500 meters, which gives me a 25 meter zero, and then I don't have to worry about holdovers. But I missed the bonus shot. Now, these high value shots are pretty good. This time they decided that they weren't going to punish everyone totally. I mean, it is still a punishment to have to put the mag back in, and you'll see I just held the mag in my hand. And the rifle's just hanging off me, but it's not getting in the way too badly. Slow and steady wins the race, or not. Okay, second bay. When coming off the first position, I click the sight up to 500 meters. So now I know that bullet goes where tip of pointer is, provided I don't mash the trigger or do something stupid. So this goes a bit better. Still miss one. And the rifles run 100%, much to the chagrin of the Americans, who were looking forward to me having stoppages and not being able to get through a whole mag. And it ran exactly like the L85A1s I had in my UOTC days. And then over we go. I had no idea how that happened, but like crossing the beams, you don't want to cross the skis. And this could have just been disastrous, but having done some downhill skiing, I do know how to get back up. I was trying to retain the poles and didn't really need to. Just let it drop in the end. And I'm kind of in my zone here. Ooh, missed one. Mag off, hang on to it just in case. And there we go. That was a lot of fun.
There we go.
You made it. A bit worried when I fell over, but I wasn't going to get back up in time. Woo! But I forgot to set the sights to 500 meters at the start, so I lost one low. And then I was like, fuck, I need to hold over. And then as I did the unload, I switched them up for the rest so I could aim straight at the middle. Woo! Thanks. Woo!
Finally, we get a bayonet stage. Now, this was an interesting one. Pretty straightforward. So straightforward that the second shot I knocked down one of the no-shoots. So what we had to do there was shoot the gun empty, then go and reset it. And it wasn't an easy, springy one. It was one you had to balance, just to make things more difficult. But I got that out of my system, and I did not make it happen again. So you didn't actually get any penalty for knocking it over, aside from the time you needed to reset it. Then I got confused as to where I was and how many I needed to shoot. I basically need to complete the series of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm still confused. Oh yeah, let's go. Right. Stabby! 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 There you go. So we had to push it, each of those rollers, until it hit the back of the bar. That would be a count as a hit, effectively. And we get a couple of light strikes again. So now I'm giving that no-shoot target the respect it deserves. There you go, stabby! And there I lose my bayonet. It is still in the roller. This is going to create some issues in the next round. Those bayonets kept on snapping. Some Chinesium stuff, and at some stages they didn't bother replacing them, because the issue with them is that then the muzzle rolls off these rollers, and you lose a lot of your strength. So a lot of power in there. So one of them I had to push again because it didn't quite reach the back. All right, and I need to finish the last series. Again, this is one of these series where you have no idea what stage you're at, and you keep going. And here I managed to get myself a double feed while trying to clear cartridge. There we go, out it comes. Let's go. Ready to go again. Oop, finished.
1, 3, 2, 4, 8. Ja, ich will haben dann.
And now I need to harvest my substantial crop of rounds. I'm sure they're all mine, surely.
Yeah.
Not conscious of having that many stoppages.
Still made it.
Yeah, still made it. Next shoot up, going.
These are all light strikes. Light strikes and double feeds. Guess it's just the cold. Whew. But there's no more pistol stages, so it's good.
So I couldn't be bothered to get rid of the chest rig for this one. Getting it on and off in the cold and all the layers is actually a bit of a pain.
Stand by. Hit.
So I'm giving these the consideration they deserve, and the respect they deserve at the moment after my awful performance previously. Stabby. They don't like it, Upham. Because of the ice, I'm not running as fast as I would otherwise if it had been sunny and not snowy. My level of élan is not there. Definitely neither French nor Corporal Jones. Very methodical and workmanlike, but not particularly aggressive. So now I'm relaxing into the pistol shooting, and it starts to go wrong. And there we go, mag off, hit that target to earn the right to go and pick it back up and not get a 60-second penalty. And they're surprisingly heavy. Now, these ways to avoid 60-second penalties are actually very clever, and I'm sure we'll see more of them in the future.
One on right.
The Arno, the RO is having to remember where people are when this happens. And that was it.
If you're finished, then looks open clear.
Oh, I was going so well. I thought I was redeeming myself with the pistol shooting, and then suddenly, but at least you don't get a penalty. Woo! That was fun though. Not every day you get to bayonet stuff. Oi. Ah, thank you. Nice! Thank you.
Okay, this is the Kettlebell stage, and as in every Brutality, there is one stage where I go full monkey mode, and this was it. I have a rifle with a low bore axis and low optic axis, so the VTAC as such shouldn't present any problems. Unlike my previous rifles, I didn't tug it quite enough. There we go. So I was pretty secure with going through all the windows. I just had to contend with the weight of the rifle, but that was okay. And they were relatively close targets, so this was more a case of endurance. And what I'd seen some other people do accidentally was to put a foot on the battle rope, which would then of course shorten their throw drastically, and then if you did that, you just step forward to where the kettlebell landed and complete the throw to the to beyond the furthest cones, so you didn't have to start again. And the ground was pretty hard, so dragging it back wasn't too bad. if I remember correctly, the kettlebell was about 20 kilos plus the weight of the rope, which is actually quite substantial. But it was alright to throw. So this is, I'm getting to flag a little bit here. I'm a bit tired with the throws. My rifle sling that's popping out of my dump pouch. So yeah, the halfway point is where you begin to flag a bit. You just have to grit your teeth and pull through.
Pull! Okay. 6!
But then the cheering starts, which really is an incredible morale boost. And I really needed it at that point. No idea how long you're in the stage, of course, but it did help.
Pull! Okay.
Now here I was extremely lucky. I almost shot the barricade because that would have been a DQ. So you know, stick the muzzle in a bit more. Last throw, make it count. There you go, just past the cones there. And just for the last one. There we go. Now that was 0.02 seconds under par. So I'm claiming that as a win.
179.90.
To win.
Muzzle up.
That's my man.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Master.
It was a very low success rate on this one, so I'm glad that I managed to pull through.
179.
179. Whoa. Okay. That looked quick. Though.
Next shoulder.
It felt long. Wow. Good that he's tall. Thank you. I can hang off him.
So the joys of a bullpup, a really short eye relief and tiny eye box, and a VTAC barricade. The distance between the bottom of the mag and the sight line is massive. So let's see how this goes. And I'm not flexible. So just getting down to the rifle so that I can see through the sights is not trivial. And I'm trying to work out how on earth to do it. I'm not flexible enough to roll over, but even then you've got to get your eye close. So what I ended up doing, I invented on the clock something that's probably new, which is tilting the rifle fully to the right, holding the pistol grip with my left hand, and the magazine with my right hand, with sort of reached under a bit. After I'd worked this out, I just go straight to it, like that. O for a red dot and an AR-15. Because with a red dot, you've got infinite eye relief. You can hold your head back as far as you want. It makes no difference. Here, the issue with the SUSAT is the correct eye relief is with your eyebrow against the rubber eye cup, so that it goes boom into your face every time. Now, I hold back a bit and accept a bit of constriction, because I don't want to get booped with every shot. And then through this one, it's a bit higher. I can just cant a bit and shoot normally. That's fine. The targets are huge, so you don't even really need to worry about the hole. Even if the rifle's lying over at 90 degrees, the point of impact's going to be a way off. And then here, again, quickly discover I do need it on its right, because it's the only way to get my eye to the sight. Certainly an odd way of doing it, but it's about the only way I can imagine actually managing it. Even if I was flexible enough to do the whole rollover prone, or whatever it's called, broke back prone, I'm not sure I could. Because you just can't hold your eye back. Slippy. Oh, didn't quite go far enough. I was trying to save my energy and underestimated it. Oh god, I'm slipping around, looking like an old man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely moving slowly by this point. No worries through that opening. I'm just toddling around like a little old man who should be in his potting shed. It's just painful to watch. And then the big openings, easy peasy. There we go. Actually, only 30% of people completed this without penalties. There were 31 out of 200, including the DQs. Sorry, 61 out of 200, including the DQs. And there we go. So, 2 penalties. Fun though.
Actually, I'm happy with that. 2 off, but with all the slipping around and developing an entirely new technique on the clock, but that worked really well, that holding it by the mag. But no,
Oh, sorry, what's the...
I think
Okay.
the amount of time I lost with the snow and ice, with the slipping, that cost me those, but apparently only 20% of the people actually clean it. So only 2 penalties. I'm pretty happy with that. Whew.
Last stage of the day. Excuse a very loud GI. He was a top bloke, by the way. Very enthusiastic. Alright, here we go. Bit of a crawl. I'll do my best imitation of those little clockwork crawling army men. It works. I'm grossly mistreating my rifle. It was dragging it along the ice, so I'm pretty lucky that once I get in position, it all still lines up properly. Now I've conquered a spinner with a rifle, I'm not too apprehensive, and this one was quite close anyway. Tease it over, I think that's 5 shots, which was all nice. Then you shoot the gun empty, because you're going to crawl forward again. You retain your mags, and now you go to the bit that I was waiting for. All through the competition, I'd watched the RO match and had been disappointed by the number of Molotovs cocktails that did not go off. So I was determined to get this one right. So there was lots of rebar at the front there, so that was my target. Boom! Now, for some reason I managed to shed a load of pistol magazines at that point. Now, something happened to my sights in the crawl to the fire pit and back, because as you saw, it was nicely lined up after the crawl to the tyre the first time, and now, once I actually remember to cock the rifle, I cannot hit anything. I'm aiming where I was before. All I had to do was make 2 hits on that spinner and then the stage was done. But I cannot hit for some reason. And it doesn't help that I'm also seeing sparks, which I think are hits, but are actually ricochets in the back. Finally. 1. So this is essentially guesswork. 2. And I'm done, but I don't hear the RO. Anyway, keep it on going. Frustrated. I lost a lot of time there at the end for that.
Yeah, yes.
Where do you want it? Do you have any Velcro left? Not too much.
Move that one
Actually,
on the
I'm
side. Yeah.
That. Exactly. Well done. Good
Nice job. Thank you. It was all worth it for that. That was good. Yeah. I suspect dragging this along the floor on the ice wasn't very good coming back. And yeah, it was off when I had to do the 2 hits at the end, so I lost a huge amount of time just for those 2. But it's over. It was amazing, and hopefully we get to do it again.
So, for those of you who've been following along for the last few years, you'll know how much I love crawling. That was sarcasm, by the way. Try not to jump off and brain myself on the ice. And for some reason, I had understood from the stage briefing that you had to go and start crawling immediately. So I wasted time there. Now, unlike Chappie, I'm not good at crawling. I have my butt in the air, and I'm babying my rifle. Not only because it's an L85A1, or that it's expensive, but yeah, you don't want to have to. And then I lose my hat, but it results in some really cool accidental Kino footage. And here we go. Double on the bottom, double on the top, over it goes, remove the mag, and then it was 1 shot on the bottom, which happened to be at the top, so I nailed it. And then here we go. I'm now carrying my hat and my mag, and I'm trying to keep my rifle off the ground as far as possible, but I can't cradle it in my rifle because of the corner there.
And let the cloth burn
There we go.
properly before you throw.
Never done this before. Oof. I was a bit worried when that left my hand that that wasn't
Back
going
to
to
the
go.
firing position.
So, here we go. Again, babying the rifle, cradling it.
Lower. Lower. Good. 1 hit bottom, 1 hit top.
Mag back in. Ping.
Hit.
Ping. Gun goes where it's pointed. Nice. Did I mention I hate crawling? It's something I need to practice to suck less at. But anyway, that was it.
9-5. 9-0.
Oh, thank you. I lost all my things. I still hate crawling. Woo! That was fun though. Oh my
A
god.
special badge for getting right the Molotovs cocktail.
Oh,
No Velcro anyway.
I have no Velcro. This, thank you.
Great stuff.
This gear predates the Velcro. Well done. Thank you. Oh, that was fun.
So there you go. That was Finnish Brutality 2025 in the winter. It was absolutely fantastic. Thanks again so much to Varusteleka and all the sponsors who help put on such an epic match here. And yeah, onwards and upwards, and see you at the next one.
See you next one.
Bye.